Ever need to add an arrow to your video, circle something, or maybe add a handwritten title? Well, I did, but Final Cut Pro and Mac doesn't really give you that option. And most packs you download just come as video files with a black background. These are okay, but they have their limitations. You can't change the color of your element, you can't change the duration, you have to manually remove the background, the download sizes are huge, and you have to import these into every library you want to use them in. There had to be a better way. Well, if there was, I couldn't find it, so I made my own. Introducing Final Cut Pro Animated Scribbles, my brand new plugin with over 100 hand-drawn animations designed specifically for Final Cut Pro. Let's jump in and take a look. First, let's take a look at installation. Normally, if you don't have Apple Motion, to install your Final Cut Pro plugins, you need to make a bunch of folders, change the extensions on them, have them in exact spots. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. So, to make installing this plugin easier, I've included an installer with it. All you have to do to install this plugin is double-click the installer tool, and it does the rest for you. Quick and very easy. After installation, you'll find all the presets in the Titles browser. Just scroll down and select FCP Animated Scribbles. To make what you need easier to find, the presets included in this plugin are all organized into categories. We have arrows, elements, shapes, letters, numbers, symbols, and much more. And since all these are title presets, they all come with a transparent background. Skim over any preset to preview the animation, and once you find what you need, just drag it down into your timeline like any other title. By default, these come with the in and out animations turned on, so you have your in animation at the start and out animation at the end. Both these could be turned on or off in the inspector window. So if you want your preset to animate in but not animate out, you just deselect this checkbox in the inspector. If you need to change the duration of your preset, just ripple trim it in or out. This will not affect the speed of your animation. To move the animation around, just make sure it's selected in your timeline, and you can use the on-screen controls to resize, move, or rotate your preset. This can also be done in the inspector window. Besides moving it, in the inspector window, you can also change the color of your scribble, add a drop shadow, turn on or off the in and out animation, and even add a through animation. This will add movement to your scribble for the entirety of the clip. Turning on the pulse option will randomly change the size of your scribble, making it appear as if it's pulsating. Jitter does the exact same thing, except it randomizes the position so the scribble jitters. You can adjust the strength of each of these, and if you don't like the pattern, refreshing it will change it up. Every preset in this pack is also trackable. To track an animation to the movement in your clip, instead of dragging it down into your timeline, just drag it into your viewer window and place it over the part of your frame you want to track. Adjust your tracking area. Select what parameters to track, and click the Analyze button to track your clip. After tracking, close out the Transform tool by clicking Done in the top right corner and adjust the size and position of your scribble. When you play back your clip, your animation moves perfectly with whatever item you tracked in your clip. Next, let's take a look at letters and numbers. Final Cut Pro Animated Scribbles includes a complete English alphabet, all the numbers, and most symbols you'd find on your keyboard. This allows you to use this plugin to add custom handwritten titles to your next project. To make a custom title, add your first character above your timeline. You'll notice, by default, the out animation is turned off. You can still turn it on, but in most cases, you probably want to leave this off. Use either the on-screen controls or the controls in the inspector window to move this character. Move your playhead to where the in animation ends, pick your next letter, and add it above your first one. Place it next to your first letter and continue until your title is complete. Now, the animation speed of each letter is set to be the same speed an average person would write these letters. Used in a video project, this can be way too slow. To speed this up, we need to retime all these clips. First, ripple trim each letter out so all of them end at the same time. Give yourself a lot of room here because we will be speeding these up. Next, select all your clips and combine them into a compound clip with Option G. With the compound clip selected, press Command R to bring up the retime menu and speed up this clip. This will shorten your title duration, and if a compound clip is too short for what you need, you might notice you can't ripple trim it out. In this case, double-click the compound clip to open it up in a separate timeline, and ripple trim out all the clips in here. Press the back button to go back to your project, and now you should be able to make this animated title longer. And last, down at the bottom, we have an animations category. These presets are a bit different. See, with all the other presets, the writing on part was the animation, where these actually have pre-made animations. You use these just like any other preset, except you'll have a few less controls in the inspector. Other than that, they're pretty self-explanatory. So this is Final Cut Pro Animated Scribbles version 1.0. I will be updating this plugin in the future with more animation presets. If you try this plugin and would like to see a specific animation added in the future, come back to this video and leave a comment of what you'd like to see. After I have a reasonable number of new presets, I will release an update. Anyone who purchases this plugin will be able to download it completely free. And to thank all my subscribers who come back and watch these uploads every week, for the next 7 days, you can get 30% off this plugin. Just use the coupon code SAVE30 during checkout. This code also applies if you buy the Final Cut Pro Animated Scribbles and Final Cut Pro Essentials Toolkit bundle. I'll link it down below. Thanks for watching, and thanks in advance for your support.